Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dane, your host of the Rock and Metal Guardian. I hope you're doing great wherever you may find yourselves. Blessings to all of you wonderful people out there. Today I am ranking the entire discography of the thrash metal band Megadeth, one of the finest, of course, part of the Big Four. There are 16 studio albums in total, so just studio albums. And let's go ahead and get started. Coming in dead last at number 16 is Dystopia. I get so pumped up in 2016 when this came out, and boy was I disappointed after listening to it. There's actually one really great song on here, and that is the opening track, The Threat Is Real. The title track, Dystopia, is okay. It's nothing great. And then there are four other songs that I think are in between good and very good and no better than that, which is unfortunate. And those songs that I'm talking about are Death From Within, Bullet to the Brain, Poisonous Shadows, Look Who's Talking, and Last Dying Wish. So yeah, a lackluster affair. So it's dead last. Great cover art. Again, we all know by now, or most of us all know by now, that you can't judge a book by its cover, and therefore you can't judge an album art. You can't judge music by the album art. So yeah, coming in dead last, number 16, Dystopia, 2016. The second to last album in the worst section of my placement, if you will, is their last effort, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, dealing with issues from lockdown, taking inspiration from that. Cadaver did the same thing. They did a acoustic set in their homes and pieced it together because they couldn't go anywhere. So again, I appreciate the sentiment from Mustaine and crew, but just not much here to like. I so wanted to like this. I still wanted to like this even more than Dystopia, if that makes sense. I guess because it had been a while since they put something out, and I listened to it, and I just feel like it's not going through the motions, but it's missing drive. It's missing a certain oomph. So yeah, the title track is like the whole album. I appreciate the effort and wanting to create art from, real life, right? But it's just essentially what this album does in this song as well is it's flat. Life in Hell is an okay tune. Night Stalkers is actually borderline good, but probably the best track on the album. Dogs of Chernobyl, I don't like at all. Sacrifice is okay. Junkie, I don't like at all. Psychopathy has its moments. Killing Time as well. Soldier On, I don't like. Celibutante is okay. Mission to Mars, I don't like. And We'll Be Back is a decent track. But yeah, not much to like for me here personally. So coming in at number 15. Number 14 is the album 13. And this is a pretty good album, but it's ranked so low because there's other things that are much better than this. But if we talk about some tracks here, the opening track, Sudden Death, is a nice way to open the album. And then first of all, you have an amazing intro on this song. You have great riffs in and out of both channels of your speakers. And there's a great guitar solo, and you couldn't ask for more, really. And then other standout tracks are Never Dead, New World Order, Fast Lane, Black Swan. Love the guitar in that song. Wrecker's a very good song. Millennium of the Blind is still slow, yet a good song. And then, am I reading this right? Yeah, the title track at the end, 13, which is a light and shade affair, acoustic intro, and then it gets heavy, the shade part, which is just great, and the solo is dynamite. So yeah, this is a very good album, but it's lower because of there's better. You can have 3 albums or more that you could all label very good, but you're still going to have, this very good goes before this very good, that kind of thing. So anyway, there you have it for number 14 is the album 13. Okay, coming in at number 13 rather, is Super Collider. And when I first heard this, I was so disappointed, but it grew on me after the second listen. So songs that stand out on here are the following. The title track I really like. Built for War is good. Dance in the Rain. And then things get better from here on out. Even more better, if that's a phrase. It's not. Poor grammar. But anyway, Forget to Remember. Don't Turn Your Back. The cover of Cold Sweat is fantastic. Not as good as Thin Lizzy's, but it's fantastic nonetheless. And then the song about his wife, which I hated at first, but it very much grew on me, and that is the song All I Want. And you get, I don't know if it's his actual wife or just someone in the studio that they pulled to play her role, where you know the story, and you hear her say, or the actress playing his wife and saying, "I know who you are." So it grew on me. And then A House Divided is fantastic. So the two bonus tracks are All I Want and A House Divided, and I think they're great. So, yeah, and I like this, but again, it's lower in the rankings just because you have to put it somewhere, right? All right, so that was 13. Coming in at number 12 is Risk. I actually like this album quite a bit. It's much different. Did I like it when I first heard it? I didn't like the bluegrass song. I didn't like a couple other songs. I remember a friend of mine, when I worked at Sam Goody Musicland, she laughed at this when this came out. I was living in Minnesota, and she was still in New Orleans. And then I came back a year later. Didn't like it. It was too cold and other reasons. But wanted to get my degree, a second degree. But that's another story. But yeah, I really like this album. It's more accessible, even though I like the thrash metal, the more unaccessible stuff. Much more, I do appreciate Mustaine's endeavor to, try something new and try and experiment. Is it a great album? No, but it is a good album, and I'll leave it at that. I like the opening track, Insomnia. I love the title track to the movie Prince of Darkness, which is the second cut. Enter the Arena is quite good. Crush 'Em is quite good, I think. Breadline, a lot of people poo-poo on that. I quite like it. I get the message that that Mustaine and crew is trying to get across, and I like the music as well. The Doctor Is Calling is okay. I'll Be There is okay, but I really love Wanderlust, Ecstasy, 7, and then the closing two tracks, Time the Beginning and Time the End. What a great way to close the album. And you have some bonus versions at the end of alternate mixes, the Jeff Balding mix and the Jock mix of Crush 'Em. So yeah, Megadeth, Risk coming in at number 12. All right, number 11. When I first heard this album, I didn't like it at all. And like so many times, the second or third, it's like, okay, there's a lot of, I guess it's because you're not really listening anyway, so yeah, number 11 is The World Needs a Hero, going for the homage to Alien, I guess, with the horrible album artwork. And that is Mustaine himself on the cover. His hair looks short, I guess, because it's slicked back. But yeah, let's talk about some tracks here. What are the standout tracks? For me, track number 1, Disconnect, I'm quite fond of. I think it's a great way to open the album. The World Needs a Hero, maybe they should have opened with that one, as is often the case. Sometimes bands, artists close with the title track, in the case here with 13. But yeah, Disconnect and The World Needs a Hero is a great way to start the album. Motorpsycho, I don't care for very much. The fourth track, 1000 Times Goodbye, don't care for that either. Not everything on here is good or better. I think Promises, the fifth track, is very good, if not great. Sorry, that's the sixth track. Burning Bridges is an okay affair. Recipe for Hate, ... Warhorse, I think is good, but not great. I do like to listen to it though. Losing My Senses, I don't care for very much. And then the last 4 tracks really take it as shining to Dread and the Fugitive Mind, which I think was the cut, if you will, off the album. Silent Scorn is very good, and I love Part 2, Return to Hangar, a sequel to Hangar 18 from Rust in Peace. And then you get the wonderful epic track, 9 minutes and 13 seconds long, When, which I think is an underrated gem, and perhaps one of the reasons why you get this, because of that song, along with the other songs that I mentioned. But there's something very dynamic and interesting about them doing a track that long, and I think it works. So anyway, yeah, so a good affair, not a great affair, but I like it better than all the albums that I mentioned so far. I'm sorry, it's a very good album, excuse me. Alright, speaking of very good albums, rank number 10, United Abominations. Tracks that stand out: Sleepwalker, Washington is Next. Number 3, Never Walk Alone, ... A Call to Arms. Okay, the title track, not the biggest fan of, but then you get Gears of War, Blessed Are the Dead, Play for Blood, love all of these. Then you get A Tout Le Monde, a new version of this with Christina Scabbia on vocals. There are 3 versions of this song. Only 2 of them are true Megadeth songs, this one and the original, on an album I'm about to talk about in a couple minutes. But the 3rd version is, I'm sure it's still on YouTube, his daughter, Mustaine's daughter, doing vocals. I don't know who's playing the music. It's an acoustic affair. Back when you had music to MP3 converters online that didn't have viruses on them. They're all chock full of them now. Good luck finding one that works without viruses. I converted the video into an MP3 file, and I have it in my iTunes. So, but yeah, I do like the version of Tout Le Monde here, but I like the original best, then the one with his daughter on vocals, and then this one. And then America Stan and You're Dead I could do without, but Burnt Ice is fabulous. So rank number 10, United Abominations. All right. Let's see. Is that all on this list? Yeah. All right. Coming in at number 9, The System is down. The System has failed. Return with Chris Poland on guitar on some of the songs, if not most of them. I would say everything on here is good or better. Blackmail the Universe is good. It's not great. Die Dead Enough is fantastic. Kick the Chair, my favorite song, is the best song on here. Scorpion, I just love. Tears in a Vial is good, not great. I take that back. I Know Jack isn't very good. But then you get Back in the Day, Something That I'm Not. Those 2 are wonderful. Truth Be Told is good, not great. Of Mice and Men, Shadow of Death, and My Kingdom. 1, 2, 3 punch to close out the album. This kind of lets you know that, hey, we're trying to return to the form and style of Peace Sells, but Who's Buying? The answer to that is yes and no. It has a feel to it in places, but not totally. The band's just too different at this point, and things have changed. But the album artwork lets you know that, I guess, that's what they're trying to attempt to do. And of course, you have the Capitol building on the back, and then some versions of this album, the artwork, the artwork for some of the world is this face of Vic Rattlehead as the front cover, but here it's in the back. So yeah, number 9, The System has failed. Number 8 is Cryptic Writings. Like Risk, but better than Risk. You have more accessible songs on here, like Trust, Almost Honest, Use the Man is very good. Mastermind, The Disintegrators, I'll Get Even, Sin, A Secret Place, Have Cool, Will Travel, She-Wolf, Vortex, and FFF. I love all these songs start to finish, 1 through 12. The best songs for me are Trust, Use the Man, A Secret Place, She-Wolf, Vortex, and FFF, but I like it all. All right, number 8. Number 7, this was a comeback in many ways, talking about Endgame, another start to finish affair that's just wonderful. You have the instrumental to start off, which is just fabulous, kind of a throwback to the debut, sort of. Dialectic Chaos, it made its way into one of the NHL video games back for PS3. I used to have it. I forget which version of which NHL year it appeared in the music, but it's been in other things as well. It's a great song. This Day We Fight's very good. 44 minutes. 1,320 is track number 4. I forget what that means. I used to know, but it's a good song and a great song. Bite the Hand is fabulous. Bodies is good, not great. The title track is the best song on the album. The Hardest Part of Letting Go is quite good. Sealed with a Kiss is good. Head Crusher is fantastic. How the Story Ends is great, and The Right to Go Insane is good but not great. So yes, Endgame is in my 7th spot. Coming in at number 6, there's been 3 versions or more of this album. You have it's the debut. This is the retooled cover, and then you have the Final Kill version. Both of these are worth having. This has 3 bonus tracks, and this one has like 10. Yeah, so songs that make me want to hold on to this and play over and over again, or not over and over again, but it's constantly in my rotation at some point. Last Rites, Love to Death, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good, The Skull Beneath the Skin, Rattlehead. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. That's the best part of the album. Chosen Ones is good, not great. Looking Down the Cross is great. Mechanics is good, not great. And then These Boots, I can, it's good for what it is, I guess. But don't do that. No, don't do that, Nancy Sinatra. So yeah, so number 6. Number 5. So far, so good. So what? I like Into the Lungs of Hell. Going in, and then it's an introduction to Set the World on Fire. I could deal without Anarchy in the UK. But it is what it is. Mary Jane is fantastic. 502 is great. In My Darkest Hour is my second favorite song on this album. Mustaine coping with Burton's death. So, and it's very emotive and powerful and sad. Liar is I'm gonna be bold here and say Liar. When I listen to it, one of the great things about it is this moment in the song where Mustaine does his best, whether on purpose or not, to sound like Bob Dylan, singing really fast in his phrasing, and it's hard to explain, but you just have to listen to it. I think it's part of the chorus, but he's just singing like he doesn't sing in that way on any other song or album. So yeah, Liar. And then my favorite song here, Hook and Mouth, which is, whether on purpose or not, has the same thematic stance as Orwell's Animal Farm and 1984, for example. The lyrics come to mind. A little man with a big eraser changing history. You have the Ministry of Truth in 1984 where they erase history and rewrite it, that kind of thing. So that's what he's talking about. And you have F is for fighting, R is for red, all that. It's very catchy. I like that. So number 5. Number 4 is Euthanasia. This is an album I love from start to finish. This is the Marty Friedman, Nick Menza, part of the Marty Friedman, Nick Menza era. Reckoning Day, Train of Consequences, the MTV hit off the album. Love both of these. Addicted to Chaos is fabulous. Track 4, A Tout Le Monde, is wonderful. One of Mustaine's best penned songs. When Mustaine sings from the heart, I think he does a great job because he's not disingenuous, he's not insincere, and I get goosebumps. Look at that, just thinking about that in that song. Elysian Fields is quite good. The Killing Road is a good song, but not great, but I do like it. Blood of Heroes, Family Tree, the title track, wonderful. I Thought I Knew It All, we can relate to that, right? Great song. Black Curtains and Victory, I just love. What a great album, coming in at number 4. Number 3, Countdown to Extinction. Great from start to finish. Skin of My Teeth, Symphony of Destruction. Love this song. I know some people have panned it because it's gotten old. Not me. Architecture of Aggression is fabulous. Foreclosure of a Dream as well. Sweating Bullets, great song. This Was My Life is good, not great. Countdown to Extinction, a title track. Good song, but a little left. There's something a little bit left to be desired. Something's missing, and I can't put my finger on it. High Speed Dirt's good. Psychotron is good. Captive Honor, I think, is a gem. And Ashes in Your Mouth, great song. So Countdown to Extinction, coming in at number 3. And you know what's left. Number 2, Peace Sells, but Who's Buying? I have 2 copies here because I have the previously unreleased bonus tracks with Randy Burns mixes of Wake Up Dead, The Conjuring, Peace Sells, and Good Morning Black Friday, plus the original 8 songs. And then I have the special edition version, sorry for the glare, which has the original album and then just 2 live at the Fantasy Theater, Cleveland, 1987. So I'm a year out of high school And this is a great live concert, for songs of the first two albums, and it's worth having both of these for various reasons. So we talk about the main tracks here. Wake Up Dead's great. The Conjuring, I know he doesn't play it anymore, but I still love it. Peace Sells, of course, the hit, MTV hit off the album. Devil's Island is fantastic. Good Morning Black Friday and Bad Omen is a nice 1-2 punch. I Ain't Superstitious is the cover song on the album, following through from what he did on the first album with These Boots. I'm glad he didn't put it last, so that you go out, you finish the album strong, because I Ain't Superstitious is Jeff Beck group, or Beck Bogart in a piece. Anyway, or earlier than that. Anyway, so it's the Jeff. I want to say it's the Jeff Beck group. It's on Truth or Beckola. Don't quote me on that. Somebody post in the comments. Sorry for that brain bubble. But yeah, it's good. It's not great. And My Last Words is a great way to end the album, which is a very good song. So, the iconic moment, of course, is the Mustaine written bass line, boom, 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 right? All right, so. And of course, by process of elimination, you know what number one is. Rust in Peace, folks. Their best album, for me, another start to finish affair. Most times I have to listen to the whole album. If I don't, I'm definitely listening to the first two songs. And Dawn Patrol, Tornado of Souls, and Rust in Peace, Polaris. So let's talk about these tracks. Holy War's The Punishment Due is 2 songs in one. You've got Mustaine singing about the Protestants versus the Catholics fighting over religion because of the line, fighting for religion is something I can't understand. I can relate to that. And he got escorted in a bulletproof glass limousine because he said something that was offensive to members of the United Kingdom regarding the Irish when he played the song. So, but yeah, and then part 2 is The Punishment Due, which is about the Punisher and kind of a summary of his character in Marvel Comics. And if you read his biography, you know that he's a huge Punisher fan. There's a picture of him getting one of the comic books he wanted of the Punisher, a single that his wife or someone had given him as a Christmas gift. Hangar 18 is fabulous. The opening part of that is wonderful. Take No Prisoners, just as wonderful. Five Magics is based on a series of books. I forget what they're called. It may be Five Magics. I've not read those, but I hear they're good. Poison Was the Cure, perhaps the weakest song on the album, but it's still a great song. Lucretia is fabulous. Tornado of Souls, Dawn Patrol, and Rust in Peace, Polaris. That triple punch to close out the album. You have 9 songs. My Creation, the bonus track, is okay, but there's something magical going on here. This is the band firing on all cylinders. There's a live version of this played in its entirety. Mustaine comes out and says, "You know why we're here? Let's get to it." And they play the whole album from start to finish, and then some other tracks after that. That's worth having. But yeah, this is the lineup that most of us rave about when it comes to Megadeth. Too bad it didn't last longer. Of course, Mustaine, Ellefson, Nick Menza on drums, and the wonderful Marty Friedman on guitar. Too bad it couldn't have not lasted longer. This came out in 1990, so I'm just about to exit working in the fast food industry and start my short 3-year tour of bartending. And when I put this on, I think about my last days working in fast food, because the radio station played a couple songs on here that we were listening to when things got slow in the store. So anyway, there you go. This is my ranking of Megadeth. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. God bless.